Let's go back, first of all, for the benefit of people who don't know the facts of this case. Take us back to, it was the fall, right? November or December of 2008?
Yes, it was December, yes.
December.
New Year's Eve. It was New Year's Eve, yes.
New Year's Eve, that's right. And tell us what happened and why it happened, because I know there's some awful details associated with this terrible case. The 9/11, the 911 call that one of the teenage girls managed to make after she was shot, her terror, her voice. I mean, the whole thing is just awful. But walk us through the events that led to the murders of these two girls.
Well, I can't give too much away so people could come and see this documentary, but generally what happened was Amina and Sarah and their mom had ran away, more or less, to get away from the father.
Mm-hmm.
The mom decided to come back to the father, which is something she's always done in the past, brought the girls back. The father had then said he wanted to take the girls out to dinner that night just to talk to them. And instead and one thing I want to make clear is that this wasn't his cab. He got the cab from his friend who owned the company.
But he was a cab driver in the Dallas area, right?
Yes, he was.
Okay.
So he got this cab, he put the girls in it, and he drives away, and next thing we know, we get the 911 call from Sarah. Basically, he had shot Amina 2 times at point-blank range, and Sarah, who was in the backseat, was shot 9 times. And she still managed to call 911.
She was shot 9 times.
Yes.
And these were 17 and 18-year-old girls.
Yes.
And the reason for shooting them?
Well, that's one thing we're not 100% sure. Like I said, we haven't spoken to Yasser, but what we believe is because, A, they had American boyfriends, B, they wanted to go to college, and when Amina was younger, she was supposedly set up to be married to a very older Egyptian man, and she had refused. So I think all those things, and also running away and then coming back, I think he saw it as he was losing control of his family, and this was the only way.
But the concern that a lot of people have is that these killings were not just sort of an act of an isolated, lunatic, murderous, filled with rage father, but part of a spectrum called honor killings, where shame is brought to a family, and so killing the child is really almost an acceptable practice.